Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This week on Supernatural, we got Garth. It was the first time we saw him since he split the bunker back in Season 8, and it was the first time Sam and Dean saw each other since they parted ways too. The story totally hit that supernatural sweet spot, between horror and comedy where most of the good standalone episodes fall. But careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm going to start with my top 5 moments, then I'll do my review. So let's drink some Kool-Aid. Number 5, Adrenaline or Sam's Better Idea. There was a lot going on in this scene. It was the first time Sam and Dean saw each other since Dean split, and it was the first time they saw Garth since he split. Waking up Garth was the perfect way to cut the tension. I wondered if Dean being so cynical with that giant syringe was a result of the mark of Cain, but the writers really took that moment away whenever Sam gave Garth the back of his hand. I wonder how many times they had to film that scene, and how many times Jared Padalecki accidentally hit DJ Qualls for real. Bonus high fives though for that Sleepy Hollow shout out. Ichabod Crane, that skinny looking guy. Number 4, Garth's backstory. I was so happy they filled in Garth's backstory. I had to wait till the end of the episode to know whether or not to believe it though. I got a strong cult Kool-Aid vibe early on, so I kept wondering if Garth was being an unreliable narrator. Who else wanted to laugh out loud when he said that Rocky III was the last movie he wanted to watch before he essentially killed himself? World's greatest movie. I do wonder how close he actually came to committing suicide. I feel like he was exaggerating a little bit. It's more than likely that he just got really depressed and then fell in love and turned things around. Number 3, The Maw of Fenris. I'm talking specifically about the book. I love the level of detail and all their props, so when Dean opened the book, you could tell that someone definitely went through a lot of trouble to write all that mythology. But when Dean first saw it, I totally thought I saw a puppy paw print on the cover. I know it's supposed to be a wolf paw print, but it looks so cute that all I could think about for the rest of the episode was a puppy cult. Ragnarok will totally rain down a hail of wet puppy kisses on your face. Like I said, Supernatural, totally the best blend of horror and comedy. Number 2, the episode 11 recap. Listening to them explain what happened to each other last week was hilarious. I love Dean's teen mom joke. He was essentially calling Castiel a midwife and saying that Sam gave birth to that Grace. I will confess I do not watch Teen Mom, so I couldn't tell if they were making some other reference to the show, but it definitely sounded like he was trying to make fun of Sam for being pregnant with Grace. And then I couldn't stop thinking about that for the rest of the episode. First it was Puppy Apocalypse, and then it was Pregnant Sam. And my number 1 moment, Dean breaks bread with the werewolves. I'm including the entire visit to the house in this one. Singing about bringing in the sheep, which was totally creepy, presumably to kill them, and then cutting straight to dinner. I can only imagine how sticky everyone got with all that fake blood on them. I loved how they cooked Dean's steak though, which I'm pretty sure we never saw him take a bite of. I guess if you were a family of werewolves, you still would eat as a family, but do you think that they would still bother to use plates? Maybe if they were new werewolves like Garth. Let me know what your favorite moment or even the funniest moment was. Was it dinner time? Was it Garth getting his happy ending? Or was it them just waking him up in the hospital? Overall, I rate the episode a solid B. I tend to favor serialized stories, but being a standalone episode, this was still a lot of fun. And it kind of resolved the Garth character, which had been left hanging after Season 8. I feel like if they never used DJ Qualls again, you could assume that he just lived out the rest of his life with his wife's family, which is kind of nice. I feel like any character on the show but Sam, Dean, and possibly Castiel is allowed to have that happy ending. I also really like the new Norse mythology they introduced in the episode. I was a big fan of the Council of the Gods back in Season 5, so I feel like them using the idea of Fenris and Odin was a nice callback to that. Big question though, do you think any of the characters on Supernatural are allowed to have a happy ending? Dean made that really nice comment about finding happiness wherever you could, whether it's Casa Erotica or with a family full of monsters, but let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to get next week's Supernatural video. The boys are going to be cosplaying Richard Simmons. The teaser looks ridiculous, so it's going to be awesome. Speaking of ridiculous and awesome, I just posted a video for Peter Capaldi's new Doctor Who outfit. Tumblr has been having some fun with it. You can click here to learn about that, and click here to get last week's Supernatural video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. High fives.